Breazeale is a guy who takes a good headshot, and he's been a stubborn guy. We saw it in the Joshua fight.
Well, you know, he's shaking his head. He's getting hit with right. The left hand of Breazeale down low. Wilder landing a nice straight right hand. And I'll tell you, sometimes Deontay Wilder throws a wider right hand. In this instance, it was a straight right hand.
So the firepower of Wilder, that punch landed on top of that, not even on the chin or anywhere on the face.
Stop! Don't hit him behind the head. Watch the hitting behind the head.
To Breazeale for having the character to throw with him.
This whole fight at long range in this first round, and this was kind of inevitable because of that.
Right hand and down he goes.
There it is. Good
Deontay Wilder is back.
That's what I said. Don't get hit by that right hand.
Wow, wow, wow. It's over. Doctors rushing into the ring.
Yo, yo, yo!
Deontay Wilder is back. Here it is again. So clean, so powerful.
And you know what? That was almost like the Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston chop right hand. It wasn't even a step-in right hand. No. But it goes to show you the power he's got in those
And that's
fists.
a rugged guy. He is 6'6", 253, and he is starched in one shot. This was no phantom punch, that's for sure.
And let me tell you, it's not all about the big punch all the time. It's about the short punch.
Yeah, you're right.
So the short punch is very effective, just like the big punch.
Why fight somebody who's cheating, you know?
Wilder says, I insist on this. Now he's
dancing
got Arreola to a dance and now fires off an uppercut. Hard right hand, and down goes Arreola. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only a few seconds left, but a hard right hand by Wilder, and Arreola is hurt. Back with another hook. Arreola barely survives the fourth round.
Whether Deontay is allowing this or Chris is getting back into the fight, time to tell. But
good
Chris
uppercut.
has to move his head.
Uppercut by Wilder, and Arreola getting pushed around.
But again, you have the heavyweight title, you cannot afford to play away like that.
Yeah, he's keeping his head up in the air, making noises.
I think Arreola just got him mad. There he goes.
Good right hand. You can't mess around.
So I'd like to see Deontay keep it busy. Tonight, that short right hand.
Hard shot again. As we end the round.
For our viewers, it's a whiplash effect. It nauseates you, it disorients you, and he's showing all the effects of that. His legs are just stumbling everywhere. And I would stop the fight if I was Jack Reese. It's not my call.
You think now there's a nice three-punch combination. Jack Reese takes a closer look. Wilder, and then to the body.
He's actually better at the weight he's at now, and I'll find out tonight. I said, okay. I was like, I was just curious about that. It raised the red flag. So we'll see if he's able to put up the work rate tonight.
Stiff jab by Wilder now. Thus far, Stiverne hasn't shown the work rate. He's hitting, and Stiverne goes down in round one with that laser right hand from Wilder.
7, 8, 9. You okay? Behind your head.
No, it didn't. Walk towards me. 18 of Wilder's 30. 7 knockouts have occurred here in the round. First round, and Stiverne down for the second time.
6, 7. Look at me. Look at me. Turn around. Okay? Where are
Rematch, Al.
Well, Bermane Stiverne came out doing virtually nothing offensively, and that is the classic Deontay Wilder 1-2 combination.
Who's Wilder's trainer? Mark Breland.
And also have a champion. Now we look at the second knockdown. Again, the same combination, but it was the left hook that started the problems here, and a right that bounced off the head of Bermane Stiverne.
Wilder's right hand is Thor's hammer, and here in round one, he is Ragnarocking Stiverne!
He's out cold. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Statement. That is a statement.
Stiverne looked like he was going to get through the round with only a few seconds left, and here's Wilder juking and jiving and coming with the right hand. Now, ironically, that
Here's
one.
the shot that hurts him right here.
This is the one, the left hand that really created a problem.
Right hand comes up the middle as well. He's already out. He's already out before he hits the ground here. So you credit to Arthur McCanty, man, because those are two big guys. He's got to get in the middle of those guys.
And actually, it was very good that he got him there right away, so no more punches could land against Stiverne, and obviously he's out at that point.
Ortiz seems to be very relaxed in there, and he's trying to step on the foot of Wilder. Big straight left hand that connects there. Almost, it was partially. Jab comes in, an exchange, and Wilder backs up. Round one in the books. That was a trip by Luis Ortiz, and now Wilder goes back on the offensive, and Ortiz retaliates with a straight left. Wilder thought he had Ortiz hurt, but Ortiz quickly answered that. And also Wilder has had some issues when it comes to dealing with southpaws, especially a southpaw that has the background. A big right hand there by Deontay Wilder. Coming upstairs, Wilder's trying to time Ortiz. And a big straight left hand there by Ortiz. A big straight left hand, best punch of the fight for Luis Ortiz on Wilder. Under a minute left here in the fourth. If you're Wilder, you want to stay away from the ropes. This is the tempo and the pace in which Ortiz wants to fight. Coming in forward, right, what a shot there by Ortiz. And now the quarter of Ortiz is telling him, let your hands go. A big straight right hand by Wilder. And Wilder going on the offensive. Ortiz answers back. So much on the line. The heavyweight championship of the world. A big straight right hand. It wobbles Ortiz. And down goes Luis Ortiz. Recovering, let's take a look at the replay. Here is the knockdown. It was that straight right hand followed by another one. Two right hands, and look at Wilder. The emotion. It's almost like he said, I finally got him. Look at it. Boom, right there, right on the nose. And then Wilder sees that he's hurt, that he's uneasy, and then boom! There is the right hand. Crashing to the canvas was Luis Ortiz. And look at the daughter of Luis Ortiz. She can. A big right hand. It wobbled Ortiz. And Ortiz now is just fighting up pure guts. But now he's trying to throw a straight left. It looked like Ortiz was hurt, but he may have been off balance. Another straight right hand. And another two right hands from the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. A left hook there. And another left hook by Wilder, followed by a right hand. Straight right hand, down the middle, another one. They both land. Oh, and Ortiz, I think he has Wilder hurt. Wilder may be hurt. And now Ortiz on the offensive. And Wilder trying to tie up. 30 seconds left in the seventh. Wilder looks hurt. seconds have elapsed. Some straight left by Ortiz. Another one. Wilder backing up. He's shaking his head as to say, no, I'm okay. He may be uneasy. All right, a left hook. Does Ortiz have enough left to close out Deontay Wilder? What a straight left that connects by Luis Ortiz. They both, Wilder, trying to keep Ortiz off of him, but a big straight left, backing up Wilder. But if you're Wilder, he's got to establish the jab. He hasn't been doing so. Big straight left by Luis Ortiz. And back comes Ortiz. And Wilder, his punch output has lessened. A big right hand, and it hurt Ortiz. And now Wilder is going on the attack again. Ortiz is coming forward. And a big right hand, and now Ortiz seems hurt. Ortiz seems hurt. He's holding on, and they go down to the canvas, and no, that is a slip. But Ortiz looked over at his corner, and now Wilder is going back on the offensive. Wilder looking to close out Luis Ortiz. A big right hook by Wilder, followed by a left hook by Wilder. Wilder trying to close out Luis Ortiz. Wilder has Ortiz hurt. Midway through the 10th round, a big shot. This is the first knockdown. You see Wilder steps in, boom, that right hand, followed by the left hook, and then another right hand. Look at the barrage of punches, and Ortiz immediately, and he looked over at his corner at that moment. He went down, and here is another one of the knockdowns as Wilder steps inside. This is the first knockdown still. And Wilder, boom, that's what started it. Ortiz was hurt, the left hook, and then Wilder sent him down to the canvas with that right hook on the temple. And this is again, and look at that, boom, right there. You cannot stand up to that. And the left hook on the ear, and then go into the canvas with his knees was Luis Ortiz. The second knockdown as Wilder measuring Ortiz. Boom! That right hand, it staggered Ortiz. Another right hand by Wilder. Those downward motion, big right hands, sledgehammer right hands. The uppercut, that's what crumpled over Ortiz, and referee Dave Fields had seen enough. His knockout percentage will no doubt go up, but my goodness, this is the second knockdown once again. That big right hand, and look at Wilder, sees that Ortiz is hurt, coming down again, and look at this. He just saw and sensed blood in the water, and he attacked. But look at this uppercut. You are gonna watch the uppercut right here. Boom! Nearly separated the head from the shoulders of Luis Ortiz. At that point, Dave Fields had no choice but to wave it off.